He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bears offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Ball.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Catch in the middle. It's Savage. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Power football with the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Gotten 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It's complete to the right. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Atwater. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Across the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown! this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup?
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking downfield, it's Turner. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Bears kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Give to the running back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Turner. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Savage. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Finds his big tight end. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisiana Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Bulldogs. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
To the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. On the option. Now the toss. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Quickly complete. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Turner. Finding open areas. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hooks. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Quick strike complete. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He wastes no time and comes out to throw it. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. On the move, he fires. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
He's got it again. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And the Red Raiders will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He might want another play. To the air, it's Turner. Finds his tight end. Got some room into the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Baylor!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down...
Oh, he found a space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Red Raiders will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He calls his own number. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw, it's Turner. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you could tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you're just trying to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. At the 40, there he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
This time on target. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Turner. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Wants to throw on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Turner. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Leaves it with the back. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. try the left side. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Turner. Quickly to the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He's got him. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thorne. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They go to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Turner. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Here we go.
They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Touchdown Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean,